Hey, so I've been, I've been thinking about the prom, my ex, who had to leave because he had to marry someone else because of his mother, and who is now married. It's been a year since I've seen him. Almost a year since I've talked to him. And still, like, I think about him so much that it's like he's right here, or that it ended yesterday. But tonight, I realized, like, I have to accept it, right? I mean, I lied to myself, and I've said that I've accepted it, but I haven't. I'm still fighting it, because I'm still keeping him here. And I can't do that anymore. He's gone. He's married. He's happy. And I am grateful for that, because there was no other choice. There was no other way. So the fact that he's happy makes me happy. It just hurts a lot. It's over. And my brain has to get that. My brain has to get that. Oh, hang on. Okay. Ugh. Alright. Hang on 1 second, guys. Alright. So, what I've been thinking about tonight, well, just now, has come up, is this thing, right? Michael Singer talks about, like, you work on whatever comes up. And, he's been coming up. You know, and the reason these things come up is because they're blocking your flow, right? They're blocking your spirit from flowing. They're keeping you from God. They're keeping me from God. And there's no benefit to it, because there's nothing. All it is all it is. My tummy's gonna swell because these are short. All it is needless suffering. Like, seriously, needless suffering. Completely no reason for me to be suffering, other than I still want him here with me, which is why I'm keeping him in my head, and I'm reliving the memories that I loved so much. And it made me so happy. And I'm missing him. But it's silly. It's harmful. And it's keeping me from God. Because I'm holding on to it, and I need to let it go, because it's blocking. It's blocking me. But you know what, like, right now, knowing that I have to do that, it's like losing him all over again. I mean, not as bad, right? But it's the last time he'll be with me. I mean, I know it's not him, right? I mean, I'm talking metaphorically. Because in my head, he's still here. Oh, I have so many good memories. And I haven't felt loved know, I mean, that's no fault of my parents. They had their own shit. But it hurt me. And it wounded me. And he healed me in a lot of ways. I think our contract is clearly that of a father. I don't know what my contract with him was. She's lucky. She is lucky. I hope she appreciates how lucky she is. And I hope she makes him happy. I need another like tissue. I don't want you to see my tummy. Okay. There we go. Go back to this. Okay. I don't have tissues up here. So I'm gonna be using paper towels. So I mean, I really do wish him all the best. And there, I mean, obviously there's gonna be like a kind of jealous, spiteful part of me that's like resentful and angry. But that part of me is not logical at all. It's not logical. Not that. It's not logical. At all. Like at all. I do want peace for him. I do want love for him. I want him to be so happy. And these memories that keep every time they come up, I need to relax and release. Today, when I was walking, a memory popped up from when I was like 20, maybe 19, and it was in acting class, and I was helping the teacher put some curtains up on the mirrors that were in the room because we didn't want to be, you don't want to be looking at yourself. And I don't remember what I said, but I remember saying like, I think blah 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 blah, and it was something like deep and profound. And she looks at me and she says, "How is one so young and so wise?" And I was like, I think. And like, I don't know what that memory is. I've held on to that because it makes me happy. I don't know. It's what I think it is the potential I had when I was young. Like so much, guys. Like, I am still these things, but I was also young. I was also like, it was early. It was much more impressive. But I was smart, I was talented, I was creative, I was deep, I was beautiful. Not fearless, but fearless. But not fearless, but, much more. Like, what I did is what I said it was what I was gonna do, right? I kept my word every single time. Most times. I don't really remember. Yeah, I did. And I think that's about the potential thing that I've always held on to and always regretted. Always regret, like I could have gone to college classes during summer vacation. I thought about it a lot. Like, there's so much more I could have done, and that's such a regret. But again, that's something I have to release, right? Like, there's so many things. As I was walking down the street thinking about that, my heart contracted, and I realized that that's what I had to let go, and that's a big one. That's a big one, guys. There's some big ones that are coming. I'm a little concerned that they're gonna hit me out in the public, because that's what this one did, and I kind of had to suppress it. I'm tired. These things are the things that are keeping me from God, though. These are the things that are keeping me from happiness. Like, so it's funny that it's so hard to let go of them. You know, not funny, haha, but in that ironic way. Yeah, I gotta stop thinking about it. Which honestly feels like losing him again. Like, how many times? You know? But anyway, I really do think that it was like a father contract. He even said many times, like, looked at me and was like, I feel like you're my daughter. And like, we did stuff like father and daughter stuff. We did, like, thinking about it, we did. It was in the sense of like I would steam my face and then put a mask on, and I wanted to do it to him, and he just went along with it. You know, he's like, okay. He liked it. He enjoyed it. He actually said to me, like, after we did it the first time, he's like, we should have a spa day. You know, and he treated me really well, and lovingly, and cared about me so much, wanted me to be happy so much. And that's just not something I've experienced before. Like, honestly. Someone that concerned about me. Someone who's so in tune with me. Like, he was very observant. He's a very observant person. He knew me better than, like, yeah. He could predict the things that I was going to do. Not all the time. I still surprise him every once in a while. Yeah, and that's, you know, obviously the stuff that can't let go stuff is me. It's all me. And it's selfish. I mean, not in a terrible way, because I'm not acting on it, but it's selfish. Because it had to be this way. It had to be this way. It couldn't be any other way. Given reality. Right? And that's something I've always had trouble with. Because that's what's happened. And it's, you know what, it's a beautiful, I'm grateful for the relationship. I'm so grateful for it. Oh, I'm so grateful for it. And it's ungrateful to still wish him here, to hold on to it. It's ungrateful to do that, because what it was meant to be is what it was. And what it was really beautiful. Really beautiful. And, you know, like, I just feel like, I'll never find that again. It's a really special person. It's a really special person. That's the beauty of it. It's you came into my life for a very specific purpose, and I hope I did the same for him in some way. I know that he changed a lot because of me. I know that he was exposed to a lot more. He got a better idea of like what real America's like, you know, because he was always hanging out in the Egyptian population, which he's probably gonna do again. I mean, and, you know, the thing is, he always knew it was gonna be this way. He always knew it was gonna be this way. He knew that he would have to go back to that, and he wasn't. It wasn't bothering him to live that life because he's used to it. That's his life, you know what I mean? Like, that's his culture and whatever. So I gotta stop thinking about it. And it feels like it's losing him again, which is really just the loss that I've felt in the past that I squished down. I didn't want to let it go, so now I have to let it go. And every time that one of the thoughts come up, and no matter how much it makes me smile, I have to stop paying attention to them. But, you know, I've been doing a lot of spiritual work and a lot of meditation, and it is bringing me closer to God. You know, and it's beautiful, and it's wonderful, and I know as I progress, as I spiritually evolve, I'll only be happy that I let it go. It's scary though. I don't know why it's scary. I guess it's just because I've never done it before. I've never let go of something like this. Like, they're all still in there. You know, they're all still in there. Not all, but most. And, not most, certain ones, but still, you know what I mean. Certain ones that pop back up, it's like, oh, or it's like, And yeah, I mean, that'll be a good thing to let go of, a really good thing, and I'm so much better off doing it. It's just really hard. You know, I gotta stop telling myself that, right? I gotta stop telling myself that it's hard. Because it will be hard if I keep telling myself it's hard. But the fact is, it's easy because I am the one holding it there. It's a matter of letting go. It's not a matter of, because it's actually harder to hold on to it. Right? It's harder to hold on to it. It's blocking our flow. It keeps coming up. Okay, mine. I guess I only speak for myself. It blocks my flow. It keeps coming up. These things keep coming up, and I keep thinking about them, and I keep reacting to them. So it's a matter of letting this stuff go. And now that I'm aware of, like, that's what I need to do, I'm going to be working on it. It's also, you know, a few days ago, maybe a week or two, I've been working on this so much, you know, maybe a week or two. I've been working on it so much. I've been working on this, the seat of consciousness thing, right? The getting established in the seat of witness conscience. I really want that. And so I've been paying a lot more attention to my thoughts. And being aware of them towards the beginning of the thought thing, not towards the end, which is when, you know, you realize that you've been caught up in this thought. And for like a day, I honed in on it, and I was able to put more space between a thought or a incident or whatever. I was able to put distance between that and my reaction, and that was great. You know, it's just being aware of those things and letting them be, and paying attention to something else, shifting your focus. That's all it is. But, you know, like Michael Singer says, you know, we're addicted to our thoughts. So that's what I'm going to leave you with. I've gotten rid of, well, I think I've gotten rid of a bunch of little stuff. I don't know. I keep trying. I keep relaxing and releasing whenever things come up. You know, I mean, like, I still lose myself, though, a lot of times, in my thoughts and my feelings. But I'm working on it. And it gets better. It really does. I mean, sometimes it feels like, oh my god, I just haven't progressed at all. But then, like, there's a leap and bound kind of thing. You know, and you're like, okay, all right, this is working. You just gotta trust. Just gotta trust. Open up the heart space. Relax the body. Anytime thoughts come up. That's what I'm gonna leave you with. I'm tired. So I'm grateful for this realization, this obvious realization, right? That I have to stop thinking about it, that I have to let it go. Clearly, that's something I have to do. I'm noticing them. They're stressors. I'm just thinking about all the things that I have to do. But you know what? Like, why? You know, it doesn't help anything. They're gonna get done. It's not like I'm gonna forget. I've written them down. So I don't need to think about them. It'll get done as it gets done. It'll get done as it gets done. I'll do my best. Relax, release. Alright, so I'm grateful for these revelations, you know, like the big stuff. I gotta start letting go of the big stuff. And there's big stuff in there. And yeah, there's a lot. And that's gonna be easy. Easy to do. Because all it is relaxing my body and letting go of this tension, of this thought form that I've kept inside of me. So I'm grateful for that, even though, you know, it's also kind of sad. But I'm grateful for it because that just means, I mean, I should be happy about it because it just means I'm going to get closer and closer and closer. Until eventually, I mean, not that I'm going to become enlightened, but eventually I can get enough blocks out of the way that I'm, you know, my spirit is able to flow. My energy is able to flow through the system. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm grateful for that. So I'm going to remind you guys that you can always choose to have a grateful night.